One of my favorite isekai anime, Seirei Gensouki, getting its second season got me all hyped. Now, I don't know if I'm saying that title properly, but I'm gonna say Seirei Gensouki. The way the first season ended in a cliffhanger pissed me the heck off, but the first season was so much fun to watch. A Kirito lookalike on his revenge arc to find the person that killed his parents in the isekai world, him taking his teacher away from a possible toxic marriage, his childhood friend that he loved in his previous world getting brought to where he's at in this new world. Dude, there was so much happening in this anime, but it was so easy to follow that I enjoyed it. That cliffhanger was all I needed to demand a season 2 ASAP, and the fact that we finally got it, to be honest with you, since Haruto was somewhat on a side quest, I kind of completely forgot about his revenge plot against Lucius. But getting pieces of that in this season, of him absolutely shitting on Lucius, was so good. It also showed that Haruto, or Rio, whatever you want to call him, is ready to take him on. But the guy that employed Lucius to do some things against the kingdom saves him towards the end of the fight, and he does something to him, so I don't know if that's going to make him stronger for later on, but definitely Lucius I think is going to be leveling up against Rio in the fight in the later future. I did not expect the fight this soon, but it was so hype. Also, Haruto being reunited with his old classmates after being shunned by them to protect nobility this season had me on edge. I know Haruto is nice to people who do him no wrong, and he's also hiding his identity, but I was also hoping that he would have some closure, but it was an absolute blue ball. But that's okay. I'm okay with that since it made it more unpredictable for me. For example, I thought when Princess Flora was putting the pieces together into finding out Haruto is Rio, that Haruto would fold and tell her that it's really him, but he still stood on business and told her just to forget about Rio. It shows that there's some darkness when it comes to Haruto handling his business. He just does not want any part of that. But I feel like later on in the future, Princess Flora will end up joining Rio in the ranks or Haruto in the ranks, but I don't know, we'll see. Also, the introduction of the heroes came into play with Hiroaki and Satsuki. We haven't got much of Satsuki and the other heroes that are in the story, but we got a bit of Hiroaki. He definitely has the strength of a hero, but he's also quite arrogant and easily bothered at the praise that Haruto got this season. Haruto is really good at dispelling any anger that people have towards him by acknowledging the other person and giving them their credit even if credit isn't due. He definitely gassed Hiroaki a lot just to calm his stupid ass down. I'm hoping that maybe later as we get more of Hiroaki, he grows up, but at the moment I could care less about him as a character. He's just an annoying hero at the moment. One of the guys that did Haruto dirty a while back when he was at school in season 1 was captured by Lucius and then turned into like some zombie-like monster. Although it felt nice to see the people who did Haruto wrong get absolutely bodied, I'm sure it would have felt more satisfying if Haruto realized who they were, then let them get killed, but that's just me. I will say, though this season was extremely action-packed, and I enjoyed about every episode of this season, no matter how many cliffhangers they gave us, it did feel somewhat incomplete, like something was missing in the season that the previous season gave us. Maybe it was more on Haruto being able to complete an actual mission that he gave himself. This season felt like an in-between for Haruto to complete a bigger mission, but nonetheless, still an extremely enjoyable season.